Well, hey team, welcome back to the Reality Capture Recap. Happy Friday. Great to see you. It is Friday, April 26th. If I haven't met you yet, my name is Grant. Great to see you, and we're here for another recap. I heard some really good feedback from last week that we're going to try to implement this week, which is shrinking down the times for each of these sections over here to my right-hand side. If I look at here, just all these things, we're going to shrink these down to a minute. See if we can actually get through them in a minute, because honestly, let's keep your guys' time. Let's keep at it here and make these nice and short and sweet. So in following suit over here on the best thing I saw, this is really the best thing I heard, maybe is a better way to phrase it here. But big news in the reality capture space with CoStar signing a deal to buy Matterport. Whoa. What's going on here? Some exciting stuff here. If you haven't heard of Matterport and you're in the reality capture space, welcome to the reality capture space. Matterport's been around for a long time, but this is just really interesting. I haven't done much research on CoStar. Sounds like they're a little bit more on the real estate side, which is interesting. And if you haven't heard or used Matterport before, you probably have used them without even knowing. If you've done any virtual tours or seen anything virtually, whether that's a house, an apartment, or a space, more than likely it was probably captured with Matterport because they're an amazing company and have done some really great things. But this was just a really surprising note that to see them, that's 1.6 with a B, and was just really interesting to see. And so really interested to kind of hear and see what comes from this here, but really excited. There's some moves and shakeups here in the space with the Matterport team, and excited to hear where that kind of goes. So moving down the list over here, let's give them a follow. I really like this one. This one was a fun one because I've had a chance to do a webinar with this individual and have just really appreciated all the stuff that he's done and posted over time. Mr. Kyle Miller at the DJI Team, who's a solutions engineer. I love this Iowa State logo. I also went to Iowa State as well. So Kyle, appreciate you repping that. But man, encourage you to go check out Kyle's stuff. I have really appreciated, even just in this last week or two, he had a really great post about some cool facade stuff that they're doing over on the DJI Team, and was just really cool as we watch this quick little ad here. But Kyle's stuff is always great, always has great posts. I feel like it's always kind of a behind the scenes on the DJI Team, some fun stuff there too. But as I skip this in here, some really cool stuff that DJI has posted and announced about some facade flights that Kyle has been really cool in posting about. And so just appreciate, go give Kyle a follow in a little hometown Iowa fellow native there. So appreciate all the work you're doing there, Kyle. Thanks for all the great highlights that you're spotlighting there too. So let's move around to who's crushing it here. This one, I've been waiting a while to spotlight this team, and honestly just felt like they deserved a big shout out this week. Gamma AR. This was fascinating. If you haven't gone and checked these folks out, I have just been impressed. One, I think the thing to elevate here is just their content. The content that they've been posting out is awesome. Just some really neat stuff. Looks like they were at a conference here at BIM World Paris a couple weeks ago. But I think the thing that initially caught my eye was this post right here. And if I actually expand it here, I'm actually going to talk over it. I think AR is just really fascinating in alignment out in the field and how all this is going to work. And once I saw this, I was like, man, this makes a ton of sense. This is just really cool to see how you can place yourself there and what the accuracy looks like and alignment and all those things. And so I've just been really impressed. I thought the team over at Gamma AR has been putting out some great content. Haven't met you yet, haven't engaged with at a conference or an event like that, but kudos, keep it up, gang. It's been really cool to see some of that stuff that you've been posting out, and really just appreciate all the great content that you're putting out there. So go check them out if you haven't heard of them. I think you'll be pretty encouraged by the work that they're doing. So next on the list here on the horizon, let's break it down here with some really exciting things. Here in about a month, a conference I really enjoy. It's called Enar Future Tech. It's about a month or so out, enough time for you to kind of get some travel plans to make it out here. But this is one of the really first conferences I've been to long time ago as I was in the construction space that I was just super encouraged. There's amazing conversations here. You can go through. I'll put a link to the agenda. But the reason that I kind of want to spotlight this is in about a month, they're going to be announcing their Enar top 100 or top 400 contractors. One, I always got excited about this because I was always curious where the company I came from will land on this list, and they're going to be announcing it here in about a month. But tied with that will be their conference here a couple weeks later in June. So I just thought this was really interesting. Go check them out. If you haven't been to this conference, I've actually met some folks that we've done podcasts with out there, which has been great. And we've actually recorded some episodes out there too. So we just encourage you to go check it out if you haven't been out to the Enar Future Tech World. I think this year it's out in San Diego. So go check it out and see if that is of interest to you. So rounding things out here on the hot takes. This one, this is kind of a shout out to our team and also just something I want to help elevate, which is just this idea. The hot take I really have this week is I don't think there's enough love for reality capture for good. That's what I want to highlight here. Each year, this is our third year doing this, we put out an impact report of working with some .org partners that our team here has worked with in the past. And I just wanted a special shout out to Rebecca on our team that puts this together and really runs our .org team. And I don't think we elevate and put out enough stories of how reality capture is making an impact in some of these nonprofit organizations and just humanitarian efforts. I have been incredibly encouraged, just to throw some numbers up here of some of the work that Rebecca and team have done in this, have been always super encouraged. I'll put a link to this report that just came out this week for 2023. These are some pretty staggering numbers and ones that I don't think we should take lightly. 74 countries captured in, over 3 million in product donated, which again, these are just impressive numbers alone, and just really encourage Rebecca by all the work that you're doing on the team. And would just encourage you to go check that out as you're interested in helping elevate some of these stories out there for reality capture for good. So with that being said, that is our wrap up and recap for this week. I hope you guys had a great week. Look forward to connecting with you here soon.